Kia ora koutou, Aotearoa, New Zealand. I don't know if you know who I am, but my name is Peter Mihaere, and a few days ago I did something and I put up a video that was pretty strong in making a statement to the Chiefs rugby team. In doing that, I talked about how I was pretty angry and disappointed and in the team and the behaviours of a few days earlier. And I also wanted to make the statement so strong that I decided that I would burn my Chiefs rugby jersey. And for those who know about rugby jerseys, they are really very much a badge of honour. And for me, the 2016 Chiefs rugby jersey was exactly that. It was a badge of honour that I wore proudly. And but I burnt it in a statement saying that I did not condone the behaviour of the team on Mad Monday, and as it was begun to unravel in the media, that it wasn't just this year that there was an issue, there was even perhaps an issue last year. So I felt that I wanted to do a follow-up video and to just change the tables, change the view, change the thoughts around it. I am not standing back from anything that I said last week. I stand very much on those comments that I made. I believe them to be true, and I would continue to maintain that viewpoint. But as a leader, I need to do more than just tell you how I feel and say what I needed to say in my anger and the stand against equality for women and everything that I talked about last week. I needed to also, as a leader, come out and say, in all that I do, I also need to be able to offer some assistance, a sense of wanting to be part of the solution going forward. Because I said that I no longer wanted to support the Chiefs rugby team, but in doing that, I said, look, I will not support the rugby team unless something significant changes, unless something significant happens. And on Friday, I was talking to a reporter, and the reporter asked me if, because now that I was no longer supporting the Chiefs, was I going to be supporting the Auckland Blues, and particularly given that Sonny Bill Williams was now a part of that team. And it got me to thinking about this and saying, well, yeah, I could have changed my allegiances to another team. I've got plenty of people who have suggested that I go and support other teams. I come from the Hawke's Bay area, so it's natural that I should be supporting the Canes and what the achievements that they've made. But I live in the Chiefs territory. I live in South Auckland, proud to be a South Aucklander, and have been up until last week, proud to be a Chiefs supporter. So for me to move to another team is not really an answer to this whole issue. For me, it's actually making a statement, and I think I've made that loud and clear, and I've had a number of people that think I'm a certain type of twit and for doing it, and there's been some negative comments, but by and large people have been very supportive. By and large people have said it's great that somebody would stand up to this issue and make that quite public, and in fact some have even indicated that as a leader it's good that a leader is standing up and making these comments. And I feel that in coming today and to talking to you, and again my comments are to the players and to the Chiefs team, is that it's probably been a pretty rough few days. It's probably been a pretty embarrassing few days, no matter whether you're involved in it or not. But if you're part of the Chiefs franchise, it's been a pretty embarrassing week for you. And I understand that, I get that, and I've added fuel to that fire, literally, by burning my jersey as a statement of protest. But when these things happen, what happens usually with people that make these outlandish statements is that they make the statement and walk away. And they're never to be friends of the Chiefs or the team that they're supporting ever again. And they throw that away. But I'm compelled, in reflection on the team that I'm supposed to be supporting, I'm compelled to reflect to say, as a leader, I have told you how I feel. And I hope you've felt it. But as a leader, I'm also here to say, so how do we fix this? How do we journey together, perhaps, in making it right? My questions are, do you want to be men of mana? Do you want to be chieftain? Do you want to wear with pride the insignia of Maori on your chests as you play rugby? And I imagine that the answers are yes, because certainly the rhetoric, the vision and the values and the culture that's tried to be developed within the Chiefs rugby team has been about a team of chiefs, a team of mana, a team that recognises its community and recognises its role as role models. But you faltered. And you need to hear that faltering from your fans, from those around. Forget the media and what the media produce, because we all know that the media wants to bring a story to it. And it's good for a few hours and a few days in terms of what they're wanting to bring to the situation. But it doesn't actually solve the issue. I've called you guys out and said that you are not men of mana, you're not chieftains, and you shouldn't be wearing the insignia. But I want to also say that you can be men of mana. You can be these chieftains. You can wear that insignia with pride. And I'm here to say two things. One, if that's really what you want, then you need to go and find people that can help build around you that sense of morality, that sense of pride in yourself as a person. And I would encourage you to do that and to find those people and to gather. You may already have those people, and you may have already had those conversations within your whānau, within your community network, within your friends network, within the context of your team, within the context of your franchise, even amongst all this media hype. But I would encourage you to continue to do it. The second thing, and I am just sticking my neck out here because you probably won't be interested in talking to me, but I actually want to offer as a Kiwi, as a rugby fan, as a leader, as a person who I hold the values of integrity, honesty, and truth very dear to my heart, I want to offer to you to actually come and journey with you. I can't support you in what you do right now, but what I can do is I can come alongside and journey with you and offer you as you move forward to become the men of integrity, the men of mana, the men of chieftain ideology that you want to be and that you articulate that you need to be. And I want to offer myself and my services to you, just as a fellow supporter of rugby, and I hope a renewed supporter of the Chiefs rugby team. I realised that in me coming out so strongly last week was me really telling you how I felt and the anger that I have felt. But as a leader, I must look beyond that. I actually must look at the horizon and see where the future is. And if you are interested, either as individuals or as a whole team, and I hope it is as a whole team, that you want to push through this and become the chiefs that you articulate in your values that you want to be, I think I can help you. I think that I can come alongside and journey with you. And I'd like to do that, and I offer it up. Who am I? Well, it's not going to be too hard. You Google my name, and you'll find out who I am. And there'll be plenty of people around the place that do know who I am, and you can talk to them, and they can either give you a glowing review of my integrity and where I sit from a leadership perspective or not. It's up to you to judge. I've chosen to do this offer in a public way like this because I wanted to be able to speak directly to the players, and particularly the leaders within the players, and also those who were at the very cutting edge of this issue. I wanted to talk to you without any filters. I could have sent a letter to the Chiefs management team. I could have sent a letter to your supporters and all the kind of media people that sit around it and all the marketing people that sit around it. But the challenge with that is if I send the message to them, by the time it gets to you, if it ever got to you, it would be filtered. And so I wanted to speak directly to you as a player. And that's why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this for any other reason than to speak to you as a player, to speak to you as a man who has faltered and has the opportunity of rebuilding that. And I'd like the opportunity of journeying with you and offering what I can and out of my experience and out of my journey to actually help you. I'm not looking for anything in the limelight. All I'm looking for is to talk to young men and to journey with young men who can be the men that they articulate that they want to be. And that's going to take some time. That's going to take some real commitment. But I'm offering it to you. And so I hope this gets through to you somehow. And the only way I know how to do this at the moment is just to put this video up, and hopefully by watching this video as compared to the first video, you can see there's more to the person in myself than just a grumpy rugby fan, that there is a person here that actually wants to help, and I offer that up to you. So it's pretty easy to get hold of me. By just Googling, you'll find some way of getting in touch with me. And so I encourage you to reach out. And if you would be courageous enough to invite me into into a space where we can just talk one-on-one, without any media, without any cameras, and just talk one-on-one about what it means to be a person of mana. What it means to be a chieftain, what it means to be a person who leads, and what it means when we fall and crumble, and how do we pick ourselves back up again. So this is not a rant, this is just a follow-up from my time the other day, and I offer it to you today. So kia kaha, you guys are going through a tough time right now, but know that there is a horizon which you can reach towards, and you can leave a legacy that is beyond the issues that you have experienced over the last few days. I'm here to help if you want to reach out. Ka kite. And thanks for your time.